Hey everyone, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today I have a 2024 Ford Escape Platinum Hybrid. I'm going to walk through how to install CURT's Class 3 trailer hitch receiver. Adding a Class 3 receiver on the back of your vehicle is going to give you a lot of different options, whether that's towing, carrying a cargo carrier, bike rack, different things like that. As you can see, our cross tube is going to be completely hidden behind our bumper fascia, so it's going to maintain a nice clean look on the back of the new vehicle. We're going to have a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Hitch pin hole is going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. Going to take a standard 5/8 hitch pin. That's what's going to keep your items on your receiver secured to it. The pin does not come with it. However, you can find them here at eTrailer. Safety chain loops. They're going to be a plate style. You can see they're kind of at an angle there. They're going to accommodate different size safety chain hooks. So pretty much whatever size trailer this vehicle is going to be able to haul, the safety chain loops will accommodate those hooks. There's another hitch available for the hybrid. That's going to be the eTrailer hitch. The difference between the CURT and the eTrailer is the finish on it. The eTrailer is going to have a triple carbide black finish, where this is going to have a gloss powder coat finish. For each of those hitches, they're going to sit the same on the vehicle. Cross tube is going to be hidden, as I mentioned. The only thing we're going to see is a receiver tube. As far as measurements go, from the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost part of our fascia is going to be about 4 inches. That number is important for any of your folding accessories, like if you have a cargo carrier or a bike rack that's going to fold up, you want to make sure it's not going to make contact. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube is going to be about 13¼ inches. Keep that number in mind for any of your accessories that may sit a little bit lower. When you start to add weight and the vehicle sags a little bit, you may want to think about getting a raised shank. As far as our weight capacities go with the hitch, we're going to have a 525-pound max tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So whether you're loading that cargo carrier, bike rack, or even pulling a trailer, you want to make sure the tongue weight is not exceeding that 525 pounds. The towing capacity is going to be 3,500 pounds. That's the trailer plus the load included. I do recommend checking the owner's manual of the vehicle, make sure the vehicle can withstand those amount of weights, and you're going to go with the lowest number between those. As far as the installation process, it's pretty simple and straightforward. It's nothing you can't do in your garage or your driveway. There is one hole on each side. You will have to enlarge just to get the hardware up inside the frame rail to the holes you're going to be using to hold the hitch in place. If it's something you may not have time for or the room for, I do recommend checking our dealer locator to find someone near you that is capable of installing it for you. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's walk through how to get it installed. Start your installation. It's going to make it much easier if we lower our exhaust. We're going to take a strap, find somewhere to hang it. I like hanging it from the springs because they're easy to get to. We're going to cinch our strap up right through the bottom of our exhaust. Over on our driver's side, you can pull the rubber hanger off of the post, or you can take a 7/16 socket, take this nut off, and then a 10mm socket and take that one off and pull the whole block down. Keep in mind on your driver's side, the 7/16, when you remove it, you need to take this wiring and pull it to the side, so when you drop your exhaust down, it doesn't tug on this. And then on your driver's side, you're just going to have the 10mm bolt to take out. Next thing we're going to do is we need to locate the holes we're going to be using. We're going to be going this very back one here, this one, and then this oblong one. On each side of the vehicle, this oblong one needs to be opened up to get our hardware in place into these 2 holes. So we can use a step bit, we can use a grinding bit, whatever you need to use to get that hole to open up. I'm actually going to go with the step bit. I started with the step bit. I'm afraid if I use a step bit, it's going to make this hole way too big for the block to sit in there and give it enough strength. So I'm going to switch over to a grinding bit. We're just going to go out to the side here just a little bit. Once you get it opened up to where your hardware is going to fit in there, I recommend spraying it with some clear coat, some paint, something like that to cover up that bare metal that you just trimmed out. Next, we're going to take our pull wire, put a little bend in the end of it. We're going to go to our very back hole, feed the spring in through it, and we're going to come out the hole we just opened up. Make sure you don't pull the wire all the way through. We're going to take a spacer block. We're going to slide it on. Slide it up into the hole. Take our carriage bolt. Thread it on. And the easiest way to do this is take this bolt, go head in first. You're going to pull it like that. You're going to repeat that process for this hole, and this one will be the last one. Our most forward hole, the one that we opened up, is going to be a little bit different. We're going to put our spacer block on. We're going to thread on our carriage bolt. Put the carriage bolt in first, followed by the spacer block, and we'll just pull it back down. We're going to repeat that process on the other side of the vehicle. Now with an extra set of hands, we're going to get our hitch up over top of our exhaust, feed our pull wires through the corresponding holes in the hitch. Raise it up into position. We'll unthread one of the wires on each side. Put a nut on. That'll hold it in place. Hold our hitch up in place while we install our remaining hardware. Next, we'll come back with a 3/4 inch socket. We'll tighten all of our hardware down. Once you get everything tightened down, you're going to come back. You're going to torque it down to the specifications and the instructions. If you don't have a torque wrench, you can get one here at eTrailer, or you can rent one at your local auto parts store. Once you have all your hardware tightened down, you can go ahead and reinstall your exhaust in reverse order from the way you took it off. Once you get everything back in place, you can go ahead and remove your strap, and you're ready to go. It's going to do it for look at and installation of the CURT Class 3 Trailer Hitch receiver on a 2024 Ford Escape.